Okay, let me just send the strategy to the group chat again, because not everyone knows it. You know, it's not always, it's not even always, it's not pinned to begin with. Alright, control, or not even control, right click copy. Oop, hold on. Oops, did I, Okay, so, what I did since last time, because we're starting to run low on ore, is... Whoops. Do I not have that set on? Huh, I don't have the zoom set on here. So yeah, so, because we're running a little bit on ore, I traded myself a whole bunch of ore. I traded myself 150 ore, so had I not done that bonehead move at the beginning, this is how much ore we should have left. And I'll keep trading myself ore until I run out, you know? Just so we can keep on encountering Zygarde. And let's face it, my other games don't need that ore anyways. So what I did was I traded one entire box, so I traded 30 at a time. And obviously, simple math, I did that 5 times. For 150 ores traded to myself. 50 ores traded. Okay, good. Sound is being picked up. So we still have 50 attempts for Zygarde. Hopefully one will be shiny, please. We are now into double digits, streams-wise, for Zygarde. So, not a whole lot to talk about today. Let's see. I got a shiny Stunky in Pokemon Go today. Yesterday, I got 2 Hundos in Pokemon Go. I got a Hundo Fuecoco, though sadly I caught it in a Great Ball. And then, I got a not a shiny. I got a Hundo Sawaddle off of the Daily Incense. And I'm pretty sure it was also yesterday I got shiny Celesteela. So now I'm now Jesus. So now I'm hunting for Xurkitree. So, I have a ton of ore left in my other game, so don't worry, I can trade myself ores a lot. Oh yeah, just in case, you know, like, off chance I get shiny Zygarde and all the ores I traded are meaningless, well, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Well, it's okay. Yeah, I guess it's not the big, not a big deal. It still has Blizzard. Lickitung still has Blizzard, so, it's not a big deal. You know, trading myself all those ores actually took a lot less time than I thought. Sure, it was tedious, but, you know, it's not hard work. You do something on the side. It's not a big deal, actually. So, hey, you're welcome. Instead of 35 more runs, I got 50 more runs, including this. This is number 50. Or number 1 of 50. I don't even know how many encounters we're at. Again, it's not a big deal. You know, I'm actually not too sure what'll happen at Zygarde if we don't have both Fake Tears and Metal Sound. I think we should still be fine, though. As long as Blizzard hits, you know? though. With that accuracy, you never know. Freeze. Come on, freeze. Yes! Readjusting my position in my seat. Oh yeah, so last time I mentioned we were gonna get dim sum in the morning. Yeah, that didn't happen. It did not. I even woke up early for it too. Okay, let's really hope Blizzard lands. Or maybe not. You know, if it doesn't land, then maybe we don't damage Zygarde to the point it activates its ability. Come on, freeze, 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 freeze. Damn it. I'm not sure if that's enough to activate its ability. Of all the times I actually hoped it would not land. Oh well. At least Metal Sound landed. Well, even if I land another Metal Sound, the amount of damage done, it won't be necessary anymore. It's nice. Blizzard landed. And frozen. Fantastic. Amazing. Can you guys hear that? How well is that coming off the mic? Let's see. Pokemon Home recently got updated. It got a 12-hour maintenance yesterday. I was actually wondering why couldn't I transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home? Turns out there was maintenance. I thought there was some sort of error or some sort of issue where my account got disconnected. And I tell you, I do not remember how to reconnect it. No, it turns out there was just maintenance. It lasted for 12 hours. And what was that maintenance for? You can get medals in the mobile version now. I mean, cool, I guess. More interestingly, I pulled the Giratina EX card in TCG Pocket earlier. Not the full art. I wish it was the full art. No, it was the 4 diamond one, not the 2-star one. You know, to this day, I still have yet to actually pull from a pack a rainbow card or a gold card. I don't have either. Well, I should say I don't have either pulled. I never got... Well, I did get a rainbow card from Wonder Pick, and that's it. I think the 4th guy may have died. That, or he got Chinese Zygarde and was so excited celebrating, forgot to let us know. Well, that was a waste of 3 minutes. Can you guys hear that? Okay, I'll try one more time. If not, then I'll see if anyone else wants to join. In the meantime, let me see if there's any lights to turn on. Yep, had to turn off the kitchen light. Oh yeah, I guess that fourth guy's not joining back. Well, in the meantime, let me plug in the 3DS, continue shiny hunting circuitry. Or I could join, you know. Grind ore in the process to trade myself. That works too. Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing. Give me a second, let me set up my other 3D... other Switch then. Ugh. Oh. Oh, never mind. Well, that dude really just did one round and dipped. Well, it is what it is. Ooh, what did I just drop? It was the Patrick card. I don't know, I think I have like 400 ore on my other game that I can trade myself. So we good, we loaded. We stacked these days. Watch Zygarde take up all of it. Well, nothing to talk about tonight. I plug in my headphone to watch videos while I do this. Ugh. This room is such a mess. You know those Pokemon cards from McDonald's are still in here? I haven't cleaned them up yet. I mean, there's also not a whole lot for me to watch on YouTube these days. Like, I'm just scrolling and there's just nothing to watch. Well, there is a new Moist Critical and Mudahar video I could watch. So, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio did actually put out a short little teaser for Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. It looks like they're returning to Hell's Kitchen. Yay! I personally can't wait. Now that we have some actual good, competent creators behind the helm, I feel like Season 2 is when the show's really gonna start, really gonna pick up and be good. Because I'm thinking, Season 1 of Born Again, I would probably give like a 6 out of 10. You know, it's above average, which is a 5. It's watchable, it's enjoyable, but it's not good like a 7 would be. It's not amazing to a must-watch like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 would be. 6 is like, yeah, it's watchable, you know. I am expecting Season 2 to be at least a 7, preferably an 8. And I will be pleasantly surprised, very happy even, if we get a 9 or even a 10. Wouldn't that be nice? Getting a 9 out of 10 from Marvel these days, imagine that. Ugh. You know, I'm hearing reports that Marvel's Thunderbolts is actually good. Not only good, but really good. If that's the case, then great. But given what Marvel's given us the past few years, I am hesitant. Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't count, you know? Deadpool and Wolverine was, of course, going to be good. I don't think Ryan Reynolds would have allowed it to be bad. I'm trying to think, what has been the best project in the past few years? Like, let's say after Endgame, what was the best project? I would say either Loki or No Way Home. Then again, you know, once again, not counting Deadpool and Wolverine, though that's... If we do count that one, then obviously that's one of the top ones. Possibly even the top. I don't know, it's kind of between those three, in my opinion. Other standout ones that I enjoyed, you know, I liked Hawkeye. It was a fun show. Let's see, She-Hulk sucked. Echo sucked. You know, Moon Knight was pretty good. What If just went downhill. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, there was a movie trailer that came out today. I think it's called Head of States. I think. Stars John Cena, as well as Idris Elba. So, we're seeing Bloodsport and Peacemaker reunite. It's pretty cool. I'm sure there were jokes about that behind the scenes. Once the two of them showed up on scene, it's like, hey, Bloodsport, Peacemaker. It's a shame we won't see Bloodsport again. He was an awesome character. Then again, who knows? Maybe James Gunn will bring him back someday. Nice. Still no shiny on the other Switch. But hey, 8 ores to eventually trade over to this game if I need it. How many ores do I have in this game? Let's see. I have 552. So that there is another 52 attempts. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. I did connect online, right? Oop, where's my controller? There it is. What's a Where's the tier list stream? It's in the backlog. If you guys don't know what he's referring to, so on Twitter, I saw someone post a tier list of all the Pokemon. And then No Shame in Feeding suggested that I do that on stream. You know how long that'll take me? Ranking 1,000 designs on a tier list, you know how long that'll take me? Do a Bakugan tier list? My god. I would fumble that hard. I don't remember a lot of Bakugan. I barely remember the main 6. Let's see. Drago, Skyrus. Shit, what was the blue one's name? Was it Preyas? Wasn't it the Subterra one's name just Golem? Or was it Gorum? Tigrera. Hydronoid. I remember the designs of a few. I remember the Scorpion design, the Sphinx design. Wasn't the mermaid one like Cyranoid? Just based off ball design is what you did. I mean, I have considered doing on stream the Hunger Games. If you don't know what that is, you know, it's a website where you put in pictures and names, and then the website will just generate text of what happened. So I could put something like, I don't know, Pikachu and Thanos are competing in the Hunger Games. Pikachu, and the website will generate some sort of text. Pikachu snuck up to Thanos in the middle of the night, slitting his throat, eliminating him from the competition. Something like that. Look it up, it's actually pretty fun. That's what you call memory is pretty good? Man, you know what? So, first of all, the Pokemon anime, the seasons are split up horrendously. The funniest thing is, the official Pokemon website even lays it out for you. Hold on, let me look it up. You need to subscribe to like 8 different streaming services to watch the whole series. Okay, let's see. Netflix has Pokemon Horizons Seasons 1 and 2, The Beginning Season 1, Pokemon Journeys Seasons 23 to 25, Prime Video Season 1, Seasons 3 to 5, 14 to 16, 23 to 25, and then, no, there's more. There's also Prime Video Channels, Season 2, Seasons 6 to 9, Seasons 10 to 13, 17 to 19, 20 to 22. Hulu has Seasons 20 to 22. Pluto TV, well, it just says streaming Pokemon animation 24/7. Same with Samsung TV Plus. The Roku channel, Diamond and Pearl, Seasons 10 to 13, 20 to 22. Whatever Pokemon Trainer Tour is. Tubi has Seasons 14 to 16. Hoopla. Oh, hold on. Hoopla has 6 to 9, 10 to 13. Happy Kids, 17 to 19. So it is an absolute mess. Why can't one streaming service have all the Pokemon episodes? Why can't it just be easy? And the thing is, I even tried to log on to Netflix to see if I can actually watch Pokemon Horizons. First of all, there's no Japanese dub, so L. And then, it says Seasons 1 to 2, I only see one season there. Unless you're telling me 2 seasons is around 45 episodes. Like, I don't see any option to pick Season 2 episodes. So it's like, what an absolute mess. I'm just trying to watch some Pokemon anime. I haven't watched Pokemon in a very long time since X and Y ended. And gee, no wonder I stopped. What an absolute mess it is for anyone trying to catch up. How do you think the anime is going to adapt Legend ZA? I mean, the anime has already done Zygarde justice way more than the games ever did. So, we'll see. You know, tomorrow I still do not have a day off from work. Supposedly tomorrow I need to wake up even earlier so I can go to work first. It's not like I'm begging for a day off, like I'm desperate for a day off. It's just like, well... Oh, whoops. It's the fact that these guys keep on telling me that I can take this day off and then suddenly they revoke it. It's like, oh, never mind. Too bad for you. It's not like there's a whole lot I need to do on a day off, you know? I already went to Best Buy and got that external hard drive, so it's not a whole lot left for me to do, you know? Not a whole lot I need to be at home to do, except watch Brave New World. You know, I still have yet to do that. Nighttime, as you can see, I'm clearly busy doing something. Oh, whoops, I'm supposed to swap. Right. Yeah, that film came out on digital like almost 2 weeks ago, and I still have to watch it. I can't believe the Red Hulk scene really is like 5 minutes. But it is what it is. I'll watch it whenever I get an actual day off. Oh yeah, so I saw a video by one of Arlo's channels. It's discussing the price of amiibos going forward. Because we know that the prices for games have gone up. What about the actual amiibos? I know I'm not the only one who saw online the potential price listing for new amiibos being like $30 to $40. You damn crazy if you think I am spending that much for a plastic figurine that at one point in time cost a mere 16 bucks. Then again, those Zelda ones, I may have to fork over the money to get those. Now, I can't hold my breath. I can't get my hopes up. The fact that the prices probably will not be that high. Let's face it, they probably will be. They probably will be. Man, Nintendo has been greedy ever since probably Iwata passed and Reggie left. 'Tis a shame to see. 'Tis a real shame. Nice, fake tears landed. No shinies on the other Switch as well. Whoops. Press this button first. Hold on. You know what's really hard? Because there's no space here for me to put down the other Switch. Well, even if that did happen, it's not a big deal. Oh, person said disconnected. Alright, let's see if anyone actually swaps. Or if... Let's see if the NPC swaps. God damn it. Okay, so I made Cryogonal use Solar Beam in order to get past, you know, get through 2 rounds so that it can Dynamax. Okay, now we just need to bank on Zygarde paralyzing. And Cryogonal, you know, landing the hit. Paralyze. Zygarde. Paralyze. Yes! No shiny on the other switch. Give me a sec. While we wait for the fourth person to connect. Okay, I'm back. I went out just now not only to turn off any lights, I also picked up a snack. Because yes, my fat ass is about to eat some ice cream at 11 p.m. Well, ice cream? Because what I have here is a mango sorbet popsicle. Anyone else feel like sometimes the products that we buy, the amount of effort put into them is like, should be worth more to the price? Now, I'm not talking about the actual mango sorbet popsicle itself, I mean the actual stick. And yes, you do taste more stick than the actual popsicle itself. I'm thinking like, all that work to make this wooden stick, only for it to be quote-unquote used for like 5-10 minutes and then be thrown away. It's like so much effort, so much work put into making this popsicle stick just for it to be immediately thrown away. Use better wood. Right? Like, so much work went into making the popsicle stick, just for it to be briefly used and thrown away. Now, if you... Jeez. If I'm talking this way about a popsicle stick, imagine a place like Skewers. Consumerism at its best. And you know, one could argue for the packaging as well. You see this? So much effort put into making this. Printing it, actually producing it, putting everything onto it, just for nobody to actually read it. For this to be housing the popsicle itself, the treat itself, just for it to be thrown away. So much effort put into making this, just to throw it away. Then again, you know, if these things came in blank packaging, then nobody would buy. One, nobody would know what's inside. And two, well, it just wouldn't be as appealing. And you know, this reminds me of the point I made, you know, before. So you ever go to certain stores, like say grocery stores, and you see these no-brand, shitty quality toys that nobody buys? Like, who makes them? Who buys them? Not even kids buy them, because kids know these things suck. Like, who makes them? Like, imagine saying it's your job, you're working at a toy factory, making no-brand, bad quality toys. Then again, not everyone can work at the high-end companies, the big brand names. Like, not everyone can work at the company producing Hot Wheels. Anyone else ever think about that? You see those crappy no-brand toys that fall apart instantly? Not on purpose, too. You ever think, like, who makes these? Who actually is in charge of ordering in this product to be sold? And who's actually buying them? It's like not even toddlers will reach for them because they see something pretty and colorful and they're telling their mom, I want this, without even knowing what I want this means. Do you guys throw the wooden popsicle stick into the garbage or the compost? I throw it into the compost. God damn it! You know, yesterday I was so bored. Absolutely nothing to do. I actually opened up Hinge and Tinder and was just swiping. You know that one douchebag friend of mine who hasn't shown up in a while? He got a new job, so he works late. So I don't think he'll be showing up anytime soon. You know, I mentioned before that I was trying to get a job. I was trying to get his position. He was leaving his job, so I figured, let me give it a shot. Let me hand in my resume, give it a try. Man, my friends cared more about me getting this job than I did. Man, you didn't even talk to the right person. Bitch! You the one who told me the manager would be there. I showed up and the manager wasn't there. So I just talked to someone. I talked to someone working there. Yeah, you told me who to talk to. I asked for that person and I was told, buddy ain't there. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. It's a do or die world. It is what it is. Man, all our friends cared more about me getting this job than I cared. Because not only you, our other friend kept on asking me, like, did you get the interview yet? I'm just like, no. Jeez, you're asking me more than I'm asking the question. If you want, you can text one of your managers to see if you can get the job. Sure. Wouldn't hurt to try. Because the thing is, like, when I told my friends about this, they were asking, like, how much would you get paid? And I'm just like, that's not the point. The point isn't how much I'm making. The point isn't how much I'm being paid hourly. The point is me going out and making extra money on top of the business, the family business. You know what I mean? Like today, I think we made a total of $10. Yep. What a living. Man, it's not just the store. Everywhere's quiet. Business is slow everywhere. You know who business is not slow for? Bezos. So the point isn't how much I make. The point is I go out and I make my minimum wage on top of the store business's income. Because let's say something like today happens again, where there's basically no money, no income, no sales. So I could sit there at the store and generate no income, no revenue, or there's no income, plus I get to bring home the minimum wage that I made. It's either 0 or 0 plus, let's say, the $100 I made throughout the day. So it's better than nothing. That's the point. The point isn't how much I make hourly. I mean, I did hand my resume into another place, and I don't think they're going to respond. Or at least if they were going to, they would have done it by now. Man, you remember Long Beach Griffey's video? If only I could do that. Like, if only I legitimately could do that during a job interview. What are your greatest strengths? Anything that's gonna get me this job. What are your greatest weaknesses? Nothing. Why should we hire you? Because y'all need employees? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, I'm not Jesus. And you know, if they ask me, how did you hear about this job? Man, I live right there. I live 5 minutes, and I go to the grocery store all the time. Like, how did you hear about this place? Man, I live right there. Man, if he texts me that they called you, but you didn't respond, ain't no way. I got no calls. Okay, one person dipped. Alright, I need to set up my other switch again. Oh shit, I almost dropped it. Oh look, someone else is wanting to join. Why was I about to type that with my finger? So, you guys want to know something that I'm debating back and forth. Do I want to bring the game back? Do I want to do that? If I want to do this, I need to figure out how to actually make it work. Because I tried to even look... What? I tried to even look on the App Store, and I don't see the app yet. Question is... do I bring back Tears of the Kingdom? Now, the new content added isn't really new content, but it's still something that the game has to offer. One, I need to see if it's even available on the Switch 1, because if I need to buy the Switch 2 to access it, then we're shit out of luck. And the content is actually on the phone, on the mobile app. So, you know, you play the game and the app will show you stuff. So if I want to try that, I need to figure out how to put my phone screen on screen. I don't know how to do that. Oh yeah, did you guys know that new iPhones changed their charging cord? It's now changed to fit with what Androids are using. What is it, like an AC? Whoops. Did you open your Pokey Scam cards? I thought you were working. You mean this useless box of cardboard right here that you told me was worthless because it's in Korean? Hello, focus. I think it's a little late to be opening cards right now. Watch I pull whatever's the highest in demand in this set, but it's worthless because it's in Korean. Well, it's not a big deal. We still got Mr. Mime. Are you seriously asking me if I have retail experience? Are you seriously asking, do you? When I sold you a rice cooker? So, I told the dude, be sure to swap Serena for Glalie, and dude's just like, why? The strategy? And yes, my voice did just crack. I literally just got done telling you guys last time about bullshit I had to deal with at work. Dude, what'd you DM me that message for? speaks Kanto fluently. Well, I don't know if I would go that far. And can handle Mandarin-speaking customers well. Sometimes something is just so much of comedy gold that even a comedian can't make use of it. Man, I just sent dude a meme. Him vouching for me be like. And then it's just just a picture of a dude on his knees begging a goth girl. Well, I'm done my popsicle, and all I could taste now is that wood. Mega pause. And of course, it had to be frozen. Anyways, what's your new job again? I'm sure you told me, and yet I'm still unclear what your new job even is. I don't know, I kind of picture you working at GameStop. Maybe not GameStop exactly, but I kind of picture that's what you're doing. I work at GameStop. You know, I actually handed in my resume to GameStop before. Yeah, never reached out. Wow, the Dynamax actually lasted. Actually completely ran through its cycle. Is that just how important Bronzong's Zen Headbutt is? That little bit? Without it, we don't even win? You know, the runs tonight actually have not been that successful. Someone keeps on freezing. Ahem. Someone disconnected. Someone gets knocked out, so these guys don't get 10 ores, but rather 8. It's like, well, tonight's actually not that successful. At least we haven't lost yet, you know? There's that. You know, actually, fun fact. The my friend's mom, who I was supposed to get dim sum with yesterday morning, you know, get some dim sum. She was supposed to come over tonight. Once again, I guess she canceled the plans. Just like how she canceled dim sum out of nowhere abruptly. Yeah, she was supposed to come over and, like, I don't know, have a drink with my dad, I suppose. She and her husband were supposed to come over, have some wine, chat. I guess they canceled. What is it with this lady, you know? Always making plans and then canceling them. Last minute. Dude really just texted, order is fucked. I'm just thinking, like, doesn't really matter. As long as someone Dynamaxes during Zygarde, who's not me, doesn't really matter. Did I mention that while I was in Hong Kong, I was by far the fattest cousin? Gee, no wonder. What a surprise. Because over in Hong Kong, it's not as simple as just leaving the house, getting into your car, and driving to where you need to be. Over there, you need to walk. You need to move. If not walk to where you're going, then walk to the subway. Or walk to a taxi. You know, I think I saw a short recently about Battle Bond Greninja and how it's a weird concept. Like, it's a one and done, and it's just never gonna come back. And then the question at the end was like, do we even want Battle Bond back? Like, imagine if other Pokemon had Battle Bond. I'm just like, are you crazy? Of course we want Battle Bond back. It'd be even cooler if someone else got it. Well, I wouldn't say that, but it would be cool if someone else got it. I don't know if it would be even cooler. I don't know why my mind is going to Nidoking. Imagine a Battle Bond Nidoking. Maybe it's because upcoming in Pokemon Go, there's going to be this costume event for Nidoking and Nidoqueen where they're both wearing a crown. And they can be shiny. You bet your sweet Bippy I'm gonna grind like hell to get that shiny crown-wearing Nidoking and Nidoqueen. For God's sakes, I got 4 shiny costume Florigatos. Sadly, none of them female, but it's okay. Oh, and 1 Captain Pikachu. Give employee discount. Yeah, if you actually work at GameStop, maybe you can give me a discount on that Switch 2. Yes, we know you're kidding. We know your ass doesn't work at GameStop. There was a bot in the chat? I didn't even see. Oh, now I see it. Marketing out them Pokemon cards? Then, well, what would you say about these? Is that what you said? These Korean ones are worthless? So how much would this sell for, How much would a box, a sealed box in Korean sell for? English would be like $400. Alright, that's not what I asked. Oh, Korean would be 50. There we go. So, worthless. I feel like this costed more than 50 to buy. I swear to God, actually watch me pull whatever is most sought in this deck. But it's in Korean. 50 is still quite a lot for some fancy paper. Fancy cardboard. The chase for English would be like 1500. It's the full art Umbreon. Specifically Umbreon? Not Vaporeon? Moonbreon. There we go. I still find it stupid as hell that Pokemon, you cannot evolve Eevee into Espeon or Umbreon with the Sun and Moonstone. Like, it just makes sense. For God's sake, they invented an Ice Stone and then later retconned it, or just added it, that you can evolve into Glaceon with that damn Ice Stone. You can evolve into Leafeon with the Leaf Stone, Glaceon with the Ice Stone. Why the fuck can't you evolve into Umbreon with the Moonstone? And if you're wondering why Espeon with the Sunstone, well, if you look at the Pokedex, it's technically considered the Sun Pokemon. And also, you know, you have to evolve it during the day. It's hard to implement a Moss/Icy Rock into the region, but day and night cycles are easy. I mean, honestly, how hard is it to implement a Moss or Icy Rock? Honestly, how hard is that? There's just a big stone out there in the overworld, and you just go to that location. How hard is it to implement? Nah, you know what is hard for Pokemon? Animation. Game quality. It's not implement code-wise, it's hard because you have to make a location in the region for it to fit. So, an Icy Rock at Glaciata Mountain wouldn't make sense? or literally a mossy rock in any forest. Again, it still seems rather easy. Just any open area in nature with grass, any green patch of land would fit for a mossy rock. It's quite simple. It's honestly very simple, barely an inconvenience. Like, I'm trying to think. Every region since Gen 4 has had an icy area. Because Gen 3, I don't think Gen 3 did, but you know, Glaceon wasn't even invented then. So there would be no need for an icy rock. Don't even mention Oras. So I'm thinking, like, Gen 4, you know, there was Snow Point. Gen 5, there was, Giant's Chasm, I think. And the seasons change anyways. Gen 6... Was there a cold? Yeah, there was. There was a cold area in Gen 6, whatever the hell it's called. You ride the mammal swine. Gen 7... Yeah, you still have Mount Lanakila, whatever it's called. Gen 8... Yes, there's an entire city that's in the snow. So, like, every region since then has had a snowy area. With, you know, Gen 5 has an asterisk to it. Did you actually say that? Did you actually say my ass too lazy to go back to school? No? Pussy. Anyways. It's not that I'm too lazy to go back to school. Not that I want to go back to school. It's just eventually. Not anytime soon. Subject myself to books, assignments, exams again? Not for a long time. Purposely sign myself up for 8 a.m. classes? Yeah, not for a good long time. I took school for 15 years straight. Give me a goddamn break. From kindergarten to college, ain't no breaks. Actually, would that be more like 20 years? You know, my friends, our friends were actually saying, like, why didn't you update us on, you know, you getting that job? And I'm just like, there were no updates. I got no phone calls, no texts, no emails, nothing. There just wasn't any updates to give. And then my friend, being a smartass, was just like, Saying nothing happened is still an update. No updates is still an update. And it's like, you know what, man? Fine. Fine, you're right. I could have just randomly texted the group like, yo, man, still nothing on that job. Talk about some why didn't I keep you guys updated? Because there were no updates! And man, like I said, our friends cared more about me getting this job than I do, you know? Because I would often be texted, did you get an interview yet? It's like, no. Why are you so invested in this? You guys want to know something funny I saw on Instagram? I saw a post that goes something like, I've achieved what most people achieve in their 60s. Hair loss, memory loss, back pain. A couple of other things I can't remember. It's like, yep. I've already achieved that. Who needs to be 60 when you're in your mid-20s and you can still achieve that stuff? You know, there was this lady who walked into the store today. I think she worked at a bank. She came in advertising life insurance. Well, at first she spoke in Mandarin, so I didn't understand a damn word she said. And then she spoke to me in a very broken English. But hey, despite the fact that she had a pretty heavy Chinese accent, she's actually able to pronounce L sounds. Because she said family. She did not say family. So hey, good for her. She can actually pronounce L's, unlike majority Asians. Remember that one scene with Aladdin? He's just like, do you know what rabbit is in Chinese? I don't know how to speak Chinese. It's labbit. It's not labbit. No, he's right. It actually is. Chinese people trying to pronounce the word rabbit. No, they actually would pronounce it labbit. They actually would. So he's right on that. But yeah, I was surprised, you know? Not often do you hear an Asian lady with a heavy Asian accent actually pronounce the letters properly. She said family, not family. She was saying something like, obviously life insurance, you know, the money goes to your family. And then she offered me, or advertised some other deal where it's like more expensive. You pay like $1,000 a year for, I don't know, premium life insurance, I guess. You know, a part of me wonders, like, life insurance. Someone you know dies, well, you just get reimbursed for what? The funeral cost? Obviously, that's not the case, but I'm thinking, like, you get reimbursed when someone you know dies, and it's like, well, wouldn't you just use most of that money for the funeral costs anyways? And if you don't throw a funeral, you decide, okay, well, the son's dead. Let's just keep the money. It's like, how much would that honestly be, really? I don't know how much life insurance would actually pay. A part of me is thinking like $2,000, but even I think that's too much. Well, not, I don't think that's too much. I'm guessing they would think that's too much. It's like, oh, your kid died? Here's 10 bucks. We know how insurance companies are. It's like, no way they would pay you $2,000 for life insurance, right? Then again, I don't know. Nice. Never mind. This is shiny hunting. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Do my parents ask for updates on the job too? Nah, they forgot about it. I bet you they forgot about it. They gave up hope. Yeah, they gave up hope just like with me meeting someone. They gave up hope. Don't give us that. Don't give us hope. Bro, you'll find someone? You absolute pathological liar. Not everyone has Riz like you working your magic on Hinge. Not everyone can be Riz Devil. Have you seen that post, by the way? It's absolutely hilarious. Matt Murdock is not blind. We're waiting for Mick Olzer. It's that person who hasn't joined yet. You know, my sister and her husband are preparing the apartment for them to move out. Must be nice. And then my brother-in-law's brother is considering marrying his girlfriend. Must be nice. You'll get the job, then a girl there, then get married in 5 years later. I mean, Can you just imagine that playing out? It's like, you want to come over to my place for dinner? Sure. All right, let's walk over there. I live right there. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm 5 minutes away. I did see another Zygarde host. One person joined that other host. Oh, dude's like, can you give me 5 minutes? What do you think? Should I do one more or two more? Because it's getting late and I gotta get up what? I gotta get up early tomorrow morning. If you get the job there, I'm gonna let my friends working there know. You're gonna give him a heads up that the new guy coming in, he's not that great. It's like, hey, listen, my buddy there, he's not that great with, you know, meeting new people. He's a bit of a loose cannon. He says things, he does things, like, he may piss you off at times, you know? He may say something cringe that might make you think, like, this guy's insane. So, just a heads up. She's gonna bug you constantly. Man, you know, a friend of mine, he introduced me to one of his friends who apparently all of our friends know her, but I don't. So when I finally got to see her in person for the first time, I don't think I gave off the best first impression. I almost wanted to reach out my hand and shake her hand, but then, you know, I didn't cut my nails yet, so I had Wolverine claws. So I didn't want to do that. She said, like, yeah, I heard a lot about you. I feel like what I said wasn't right, because I said I heard a lot about you too. I feel like that wasn't the right response. It's like, okay, what do I say now? It's like, what was she supposed to say after that? It's like, hi, I heard a lot about you. I heard a lot about you too. It's like, okay, now what? And, of course, once again, she's basically like eye level to me. Because everyone is. Well, guys aren't. Your girlfriend's taller than me? You know, when our tall friends, or in your case, your eye-level friends, always say, like, you know, they're single, it's like, well, shit. That leaves no hope for guys like me. You know, Steve Rogers said it best. Girls ain't exactly lining up to dance with a guy they might step on. He did also say it best, you know, Figured he'd wait. Right partner. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's just a fairy tale. It's just a fantasy that I cannot afford to latch myself onto. So I mentioned this, and I told you about it too. Last week, we went to do a zombie-themed escape room. Made me realize just how screwed I'd be if the zombie apocalypse happens. Because all it takes is one 6-foot-tall walker, and I am done for. You know, it was a guy playing a role, so I couldn't tackle the walker down and stomp his head in. It was a game. Has it been 5 minutes yet? Hold on. Yes, it has. Oh. Dude said I don't think he can join anymore. Alright, let me let these guys know. I might just do one more and then call it because it's getting late. Who was the other person who wanted to join? Okay, let's see if this person wants to join for probably the last run. If not, then, well, I will. Or I could just end it here. Who cares? Yeah, I guess not. I guess this person doesn't want to join. Alright, let me set up my other switch to do one more. You know, I said I didn't want this Zygarde to end up being too quick. I also said I didn't want it to take too long as well. I still need to go back and count how many attempts, how many checks Zygarde has taken so far with no shiny. Well, no shiny Zygarde, I mean. So, bringing back Tears of the Kingdom. Yes? No? Well, if I do, it would be without face cam, but it would be with, if I could figure it out, it would be with phone screen cam, I suppose. Yeah, I have no idea how to work that out. Not even a clue. Oh, right, a little bit of news that came out. Not really news, but it's rumors. So there's rumors going around that Paramount wants to do more Sonic character spin-offs. If that's the case, yes. There are so many characters that can actually use their own spin-off. I've been saying an Amy series would greatly benefit the character. What about a Tails series? We already got a Knuckles series. Just for fun, let's catch these. And how can we forget Shadow, his own TV show? Yes. So if we do get more character spin-offs, give me a Shadow series, a Tail series, an Amy series. Give me all of them. And then I also heard this idea thrown out there that if they do give us a live-action Shadow the Hedgehog series, they could introduce Silver in there. Yes. Can you just imagine a movie where they adapt the Chaos storyline? Yes. You know, there are just certain concepts and characters who would greatly, and I mean greatly, benefit from a high quality, high budget TV show. But yet, the companies who own these characters will never do it. You know, for example, while we're on the topic, imagine a live action Sonic show going over, finding the Chaos Emeralds. You know how absolute heat that'd be? How about this? Live action Spider-Man show. with movie quality. Now, I know that's a pipe dream because that'd be too expensive to make. But just think, just like how animation, you can get the villain of the week, live action that. Can you imagine? So instead of one villain per movie, unless you're Spider-Man 3, so you have a live action villain of the week and they adapt one of the Sinister Six or whoever. Like Spider-Man has such a rich roster of characters that a TV show would greatly benefit in fleshing out all of them. But that's too expensive to make and Sony will never do it. And I'm talking a live-action Peter Parker Spider-Man, not the Spider-Man Noir series that we're getting at some point. And of course, how about Batman? Can you imagine a high-quality Batman TV show? Where, like, I don't know, one season he goes after Bane, another season Mr. Freeze, another season Poison Ivy. So instead of, waiting like, God, how long is it gonna be? 8 years for another The Batman movie? Just an example. Waiting a couple years for one Batman film? Imagine we get weekly episodes where, characters are developed. We get multiple characters. Sadly, Batman is too big of an IP. They're never gonna make a Batman show. Unless it's animated. Such a shame, the script for Batman 2 isn't even done yet, let alone filming. Matt Reeves is taking his sweet-ass time, his sweet booty-ass time with that script. Maybe a little too sweet. Pause. Well, at least we enter the battle 4 lives and full health. That's nice. I still find it crazy. Complete Zygarde form is taller than 50% form. And nothing tonight. Alright, well, see you guys next time. I'm going to bed.